Hello everyone, this is Professor Chisholm and this is our week 9 overview. And yes, we only have 4 weeks left. Can you believe that? Only 4 weeks. All right, so we're still in InDesign this week, and next week we shift to a new software program, right? XD. But this week we're still doing InDesign, all right? So you've got some additional videos to watch. We have text frames, placing text, importing options, placeholder text. I'll tell you, I know you guys are enjoying it. I love it. I love what you can do with all the text. And there's a lot more. Now, you need to really start paying attention to details here, guys, because visually you're going to start seeing things, especially when you work with large blocks of text. You're going to go, wait a second, that looks funky, you know, especially spacing issues, especially if you're going to, oh, yeah, you got to be really careful. You got to figure out how things are flowing on the page. The reason why we have margins and columns, we want to make sure things line up at the top, things line up at the bottom, right? Especially when you put an image in, how does it displace the text? How does it look around the image? So you've got to start playing with things and making sure it looks visually nice, right? All right, so we're looking at columns and frames, resizing frames, okay? And looking at the paragraph settings, these are important, you know, because you've got your kerning, right? And you've got your leading that you have to deal with also, right? So these are topics that you guys should know at this point. And we'll look at tables as well. Now, this week, also, there's a little video on Adobe Fonts, okay? Some of you, I think, have already been using it. Really important to be able to look at it. Take a look at the Adobe Fonts as well. All right, so with the exercise, again, you're working in InDesign, and you're doing an 8.5 by 11 document, 0.75-inch margins. Make sure you give me your INDD file so that I can check your margins and such. So I appreciate the PDFs. Had some technical issues. Everything's now up and running. Most recent versions of everything. Very sad. Lost my Mac. But Christmas is coming, I suppose, right? All right. So so go ahead and follow through, justify, set the title, and follow the steps, guys. It's important to go through here. Now, that's the first exercise. Now, the second exercise is this time tracking app, okay? It's called Toggl. You need to install it on your computer, Toggl. There you go, toggl.com, simple. Okay, so where did time go? Okay, so go ahead and sign up, and it's free to sign up. And it's really important that you guys start thinking about, because if you're going to freelance, you need to figure out how you're going to show people, you know, how you're going to price stuff out. So this is a great tool for you. So this week you're going to want to play around with it and work with it for your InDesign, but primarily it's actually for next week. It's for the big InDesign project that we have next week. So we start the new software, but if you saw a theme, usually in the first week, then there's a big project that you have to do. Now, what this big project's going to do is it's going to be a culmination. It's going to take your Photoshop file of that mythical creature. It's going to take your Illustrator file of that mythical creature, and you're going to take both of those files and you're going to be putting them into an InDesign file. Okay, so we're going to take all of these things and put them all together so that you can see how all of this software actually works together. They do, and just so that you guys start seeing how you're not subjected to work with only one, you know, platform here, software. The whole thing is that Photoshop and Illustrator can easily be imported into InDesign. And that's what makes this a really powerful tool, InDesign, because you can work on photo manipulation and cleaning photos up and then being able to import them into InDesign, likewise with your Illustrator files too. Okay, so you're going to want to use this Toggl. You're going to start playing around with it this week, but you're going to actually need it for next week, okay? So apply it to this one, and then I have to figure out how we get the other one in. But I'll want to see next week, and I'll explain what we're going to do. Okay? So those are and then of course we have our question answer forums, and just, you know, Let me know how you're doing, if you have any questions, and we'll figure it out, okay? All right, guys, as always, I'm just an email away if you need anything. And great job so far. And I love the fact that you guys are enjoying yourself. And that really makes me smile. All right, guys? I am signing off. Have a productive week and do great things.